like when you cheat, I thought you're supposed to upgrade, like not downgrade. Like, what is this? I mean, he. Alright, so as you can see by the story title, I caught my man cheating. Well, ex-boyfriend. So, the story takes place back when I was in college. I was around 21 or 23. I'm sorry, 22. 21, 22, I don't know, somewhere around there. So I was living in college, like I said. It was me. I lived with two other girls. We had an apartment together. And we used to always have, like, you know, little get-togethers. People come over, you know, get a bottle, have fun, you know, things like that. So this one particular night, we were all hanging out, me and a bunch of my friends. My boyfriend at the time, we're going to call him Justin. Justin wasn't there at the time. He called me around, like, 11:30 and was like, hey, I'm gonna come over there. I'm like, all right, see you soon. So I wasn't really pressed with the time of him getting there because, like I said, I was hanging out with my friends. I wasn't thinking about it. You know, he lived about 25 minutes away. 25 minutes away. So it should have took him more than like a half an hour to get there. So, you know, 12 rolls around, 12:30 rolls around. So I'm like, let me call him. So I'm calling him. It's like going straight to voicemail or ring twice, straight to voicemail. So I'm like, hope he's okay. You know, let me not trip too much because he does show up late. So let me just not think about it. So the little shindig like dwindles down. Like people went home, people going to bed, and now it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm calling him. No answer. So, you know, I'm, you know, worried. At the time, I remember he had a headlight that was out in his car. So I'm like trying to make up a story in my head, like, oh, you know, maybe he was driving and got pulled over because he had one headlight. Like, I should probably go look for him. I don't know. You know what I mean? He might be in jail. I don't know. So it gets to the point where it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Now it's 3:30. So I told my roommate, I'm like, girl, I'm about to do a drive-by. I'm legit about to do a drive-by because something's not right. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, almost 4 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't heard from him. She was like, you want to use my car? I'm like, no, it's fine. I'm going to use my own car. So I get in my car, and I'm driving to his apartment. So the whole way there, I'm looking, you know, on the side of the road, see if he, you know, got pulled over or his car broke down, anything. I didn't see anything. I get all the way to his apartment. When I get to the apartment, his car is in the parking spot where it's usually parked. And all the lights is turned off. So I'm like, okay, he's safe. He probably fell asleep. Like, no worries. I'll just sleep with him here for the night. No big deal. So I parked my car in front of his building. He lived in like an apartment complex where it was buildings, and then within the buildings there were like, you know, individual apartments. In his building, as soon as you go into the front door, his apartment was the first apartment to your left. So I parked my car right in front of his building. All the lights was turned off. So I walk in the building, and like I said, his door was the first door to the left. So before I knock on it, I'm like, let me put my ear to the door. See if I, you know, hear anything. So I put my ear, it was this ear, put it to the door, and I'm listening. I hear a girl's voice say, stop playing, you so crazy. I'm like, word? So I started banging on the door. I was like, boom, 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 boom. So then it was silence. They stopped talking. I'm screaming to the door. I'm like, no, I already heard you. Like, it's your call. I already heard you. So then I put my ear back on the door, and I'm trying to hear everything. I hear the girl say, well, you know, you better get up. I'm like, y'all was laying down? Like, you know, what's really good? So, you know, they're getting ready to come out the door. Now, he's an apartment building. In his building, you can go out of a back door or a front door. So I didn't want to catch them sneak out the back door. So I went outside, and I'm standing in the middle of the building, because if they go to the back, I can hear them. I'm gonna run to the back. If they come out the front, I'm gonna run to the front. So I'm standing in the middle, I'm standing in the middle of the building trying to see where they come out. They're coming to the front. So my heart is pumping because I'm like, what does she look like? Like, what if she's prettier than me? Oh my gosh, I'm young and dumb. So I'm just like, this is a thought that running through my mind. So I'm like, super nervous. But at the time, I was not scared. I'm not even a fighter, but I was ready to fight. Like, I was ready to fight. So I run to the front of the building because they'll come out the front. So the girl walks out. I will never forget it. The girl walks out and she has like scrubs, you want to call it. Like if you go to you're like in a nursing field or, whatever. And she had a fade. She had a fade. And I'm like, you got no hair. Okay, so I'm looking at her. I'm like, really? This is the girl you're gonna cheat on me with? Her? I'm like, when you cheat, I thought you were supposed to upgrade, like not downgrade. Like, what is this? I remember she's walking out. She had her head down.
No. It's not even like that.
I was thinking like, bitch, it's really like that. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. You laid up with my man. What are you doing? So I'm not even thinking about her. 'Cause I'm just like, you're not. Who are you? What are you? Like, ew. So I'm like, I kind of zoned her out for a second. She started walking away in the other direction, like trying to leave. So I'm like, now I'm talking to him. So I'm like, really? Like, this is how you're gonna do me? Like, really? I'm worried about you. You over here laid up with the next person. He's like, no, it's not even like that. I know what he said. They were studying. Bruh. Studying? Y'all was not studying at 4 o'clock in the morning. And you don't study laying down. I'm not dumb. I was dumb at that time. But come on now. So I look back at her. I swear, she's drifted off in the night. Like, she was like, arrivederci, adios, I'm out of here. I saw her back for 2 seconds. She like literally drifted away. She was out of there. So she's gone. Now it's just me and him. So I'm screaming at him. At the time, he had a lot of stuff in my trunk. So I'm taking it out. I'm like, F you, take your stuff out of my trunk. I don't want to be with you no more. I hate you. Whatever. I'm taking it out my trunk. I'm throwing it out. So then he's like, now he's the victim. Don't you hate like when someone does you wrong and you're arguing with them and they try to turn around on you and like you're the victim, but you're damn near apologizing like you did something wrong? Like, no, it doesn't go that way. So he's mad because I threw stuff out of my trunk. So we're arguing, and next thing I know, he pushes me so hard to the ground. Like, I legit saw stars. Like, that's the real thing. Like, when you get really knocked really hard, especially in your head, I swear I saw stars. Like, hit me so hard, I'm just like, I mean, is it tomorrow? Is it yesterday? Like, what day is it? So then after my brain stopped shaking, I got myself together, I jumped up, was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm leaving. So he's like going back to his apartment. I'm like going to my car. Keep in mind, at the time, I had a 1995 Geo Prism. It was a hoopty. I was broke. It got me where I needed to be. It got the job done. But one thing about it, like, it was slow. Like, it couldn't go to like 0 to 30 in like 2 seconds. It would like took me a while to, get up some speed. So I'm walking to my car, and I was just so mad. I had to have like the last word in the argument. So I'm like, I turned back around, looked at him, I'm like, you know what? I don't even care, because I got another man right now waiting for me at the crib. Like, I didn't. I wasn't done arguing because I was hurt. So, and truth be told, he knew I was lying. So, but he took that as motive to get even more mad at me. So he's like a distance away when I was yelling at him. My plan was to yell it at him, hop in my car, and skirt up out of there. But the plan failed because my car is so damn slow. So as I yelled it at him, I get in the car, start it up. I'm trying to drive away. My car, like I said, is I'm like, oh my God, come on, giddy up. He's running. I see him running towards my car in my rear view. I'm like, shit, like, he's getting closer and closer. My car is just not revving up. Like, what? This is bad. Next thing I know, this man drop kicks my window, my back passenger side window. I mean, he he kicked my back window, glass everywhere. Oh. I don't got money for this. Damn. Keep in mind, it was around some type of spring break or something, because my family was coming in the next day to help me drive back to New York. So I'm like, my mom's good. My dad, my mom, my dad, they're gonna freak out. So I'm crying like, look what you did. There's glass everywhere. It's all your fault. Whatever. So then the remorse started coming out of him, and he's like, I'll fix it. So we ended up going to like a car wash that vacuums. So he like vacuumed out all the glass or whatever, and like then put like tape on the window where it was broken. Where it was no window. He just put tape up, and I'm like, that ain't gonna work. Like, my parents gonna be here tomorrow. So he ended up calling, Safe Flight Repair people. They came and put a new window in. So meanwhile, he's still trying to tell me, I didn't sleep with that girl. We were just studying, but deep down in my heart, like, I knew that was a lie. But you know how, like, when you're so caught up in someone, you want to believe anything they say? That was me at that time. So my parents ended up coming the next day. I just played it super cool, had a new window, didn't say anything. And truth be told, that wasn't even the breaking point in our relationship. I ended up staying with him after the fact. And I ended up staying with him after the fact. And then, like, there was a few more incidents of cheating. And then finally, I just, like, saw the light and was like, you know what? You are better than this. You are young. You got a lot going for yourself. You don't need to deal with that. Later on down the road, after we broke up, he ended up admitting to me that he slept with that girl. Which, like I said, I already knew in my heart. I just didn't want to, face it. So he ended up, sleeping with that girl, whatever. I legit caught him cheating. You know what? That was the first time, but it wasn't the last time. I'm not going to tell that story. But that relationship taught me to not deal with disrespectfulness, or like, a man is going to respect me and treat me right. That relationship really, really taught me not to deal with any BS. From him moving forward, I don't deal, if I see drama coming, I'm like, you know what, I'm good on you, boo-boo. Like, deuces, you gotta go. Because that really, when you go through something, you learn from it and it makes you stronger. That relationship really taught me to put myself first and love myself. And don't let anyone treat you bad. You deserve to be treated with the utmost respect. That goes to all the girls and all the guys out there. If you're with someone and you're not being treated right, you need to leave. Leave, because it's not worth it. And then once I, got over him and left that situation, it was like a weight lifted off my shoulders. And I just felt so much better. No shade to him. Like, we're cordial, like, to this day. But like, that really taught me, like, that ain't the way to go. So I hope you enjoyed this story about the time that I caught my ex-boyfriend cheating with his study partner with no hair. Alright, well, thanks guys so much for watching my story time about the time I caught my ex-boyfriend cheating on me. Don't forget to follow me on social media. I'll leave the links down below. I have pretty much just Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. But I'll leave all the links below so you can keep up with me and chat with me and grow with me. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.